Hey there, so my name is Katherine Nelson and I go by Katie, and I'm in the section 3 of Math 3050 and 3051, the 12 o'clock section. And so I'm going to be talking about my mathematical autobiography. And sorry if I'm looking right here because my little outline's right there. But so I guess I want to first start off with some of my early experiences with mathematics. And I guess from an early age, I always struggled in math classes. I think a lot of that was just because I wasn't interested in the subject. I remember I would come home from school and my parents would have to really hound me to do my homework because I just wasn't interested. And a lot of that too wasn't, not only that I wasn't interested, it just did not come easy to me. And I remember I just struggled immensely in math. A lot of it too was I just remember having teachers that didn't necessarily care, or quote unquote poor quality teachers that kind of taught one way approaches and weren't willing to cater to the needs of all students in the classroom. And one specific grade that I remember is my 3rd grade math teacher, and I actually did go to a private school for my early elementary years. But I remember that she, on the first day of school, I was at a new school, and she called me to the board and asked me to perform a problem, and I had no idea how to do this problem. And I remember just the pure embarrassment I felt, and I remember going home and crying, and it was just really an embarrassing situation. So I guess the next thing I'll kind of talk about is how my attitude towards math has changed. Obviously, I said earlier that I struggled with math when I was younger and I did not like it. And to a certain degree, I still would say that math is my least favorite subject, and it's still the subject that I struggle the most in. But I also recognize that math is such an important subject, and as a future teacher, I really want to instill positive math experiences and values into my students. Math is such an important subject, and it's used for a lot of things in life in general. There's a lot of reasons why we need to teach math to students, and I want students to know that there's more than one approach to solving problems, and I want my students to be able to understand math at a deeper have a deeper understanding for math. And so I guess my attitude in the sense has just changed, that I recognize that math is important versus when I was younger. I just thought math, why do we need to learn this? We're never going to use that, which is obviously not true. And so I guess I've kind of touched on what I like about math or what I don't. I think what I don't like about math is just that it's never come naturally to me. I've always struggled with it, and I've never really, I don't know, it's hard for me to explain. I just feel like it takes me double the time that an average person probably would take to figure out how to do a problem or whatnot. But at the same time, what I like about it is that, math is very important for pretty much every aspect of life. It's used in a lot of career fields and just in a lot of basic daily tasks. So it's very important to teach students math. So I guess I'll touch on my college math classes. Or just my experiences in college with math. So my first semester I took college algebra at ECU, and I actually did enjoy that math class. I feel like it was kind of a review from high school, and in high school I had a hard time grasping math concepts. But I remember when I got to college, the class seemed like it clicked with me more. And so I really enjoyed that math class. But then last semester, I had to take Math 21-27, and that just wasn't necessarily the best experience for me. I struggled immensely in that class, and I just remember it was a very challenging class. And so I didn't feel like my professor really taught it in a way that was understandable for me. And I had to do a lot of outside teaching I had to teach myself a lot of the material. So in terms of college math classes, it's kind of been hit or miss. I've taken 2 this so far, and then I'm in this math course this semester, and I'm also in Math 21-29. So hopefully my math experiences will be better for the upcoming semester or this semester. And then the last thing that I guess is define mathematics. And so I guess the way I define math is, it is the study of numbers and the study of shapes and regardless, but and so on and so forth. But I feel like math is just pretty much it makes sense. Math is is logical. Math, there's a reason why we do it. And so it basically deals with numbers and whatnot. And that's how we get a lot of calculations about different things and how formulas are created and how we know how to measure things and how to do this and this and this. It's just used in so many fields. And I guess to wrap it up, I just want to say that I really am looking forward to taking this class, and I hope that it will give me an even greater appreciation for mathematics because I want to pass it on to my students. So thank you. Have a good day.